Peace, family. What it do? What it do? Peace to all the gods and the goddesses of the planet. Peace to all the higher vibrating beings. All right. Peace to all my ancestors. Right. Peace to all the elders, all my peers, and all the children who are the bright sons. Seeing a new revolution will beginning. Ashe. This I'm gonna be talking about sacred geometry today, y'all. All right. I hope everyone enjoying their day. You feel me? I hope you are gaining insight and awareness on who you are every day, and remembering that you are a limitless being. You feel me? You are a creator. You are creation. You are energy. All right. So it's time to break free of this matrix thinking that we have been coded to believe that we have to just live the way that we're living. All we have to do is gain the awareness, right, to liberate ourselves. So I'm gonna be talking about sacred geometry today, y'all. Sacred geometry is just very important. It's important to understand because this is the basis from which this was created. All right, sacred geometry is the basis. It's one of the languages of the universe. So, and it will link a lot of shit for you as well. All right, so I know a lot of people are on their awakening stage right now. I know a lot of people are slowly becoming aware to the things and energies around them. And I know a lot of people are seeing what we would call angel numbers, right? All these different numbers that keep lining up. Well, we're going to talk about these numbers, and we're going to talk about all these different geometrical shapes that have been used and all of these different things about our realm, all right? So, with that being said, sacred geometry, family. Sacred geometry is the language of the cosmos. It represents the patterns and essence of creation. All right. Sacred geometry is the language of the cosmos. It represents the patterns and essence of creation. So, as I was saying, sacred geometry is that it's that language. It's how you understand these cosmos. It's how you understand this energy. Okay? And it's how you understand how we, in a sense, create on a day-to-day basis. 9 is the symbol of completion. Many things of this realm surrounded by the divine 9 represent completion. Right? So pay attention to a lot of things that involve the number 9. Right? Or even that number and aspect of the duration of something. So just look at how women and how they give birth in 9 months. That is the most basic example I could give y'all, right? But it's true. Like, think about it. Why is it specifically 9 months until a woman can give birth? That's because that nine represents that completion. That's why we are 9 ether beings. Ashe, family? There are various forms of angel numbers. The 3 forms we will talk about are reflective, life path, and master numbers. So, one thing about sacred geometry, right, is it's like they made this shit look so advanced and so just try to make it look beyond our comprehension, right, our average comprehension. But that's because it's beyond their average comprehension, y'all. This shit for us is basic shit that our kids should be learning right now. All these different lectures are shit that our kids are gonna be learning, y'all. This is not no advanced shit. We need to be working our way up that to that advanced. Once we get to the intermediate shit, y'all, it's gonna be going beyond their standards. You feel me? Beyond their science, beyond their comprehension. So work with me here when I talk about this shit, y'all. I'm gonna be basing it down very, very basic. You feel me? So, as I was saying, there are various forms of angel numbers. The 3 forms we will talk about are reflective, life path, and master numbers. Now, this is the thing about the numbers as well, y'all. There's no such thing as a good and a bad when it comes to the numbers, right? So when people refer to angel numbers, people always think, oh, these numbers must be good. They must be something good. No, that's not what it means at all. You gotta detach from that emotional like attachment. You feel me? You gotta detach from the concepts and the barriers that have been put on your mind. So angel numbers are just simply referring to these specific numbers that occur within your life that you should be paying attention to. So reflective angel numbers are messages that you must reflect on. So usually a reflective angel number would look something like a 313, 202, 464, those type of things, right? And a lot of this family deals with your life path, right? And your birth numbers. All right. And I'll teach y'all how to do the birth numbers in another video. But just stay with me on this one. So the reflective numbers are just messages that you must reflect on. So whenever you see these numbers, this just means you have to reflect on something right there in that time. All right. Life path numbers are numbers that you see in accordance with your alignment in this realm. There are many life path numbers. In order to calculate your life path numbers, you must understand supreme mathematics and how to break down the numbers. So a lot of people think life path numbers are just 1 through 9 for me, or specific other master numbers that I'll be going over. But there's many life path numbers, y'all. There's many life path numbers. And we all have these different life path numbers, right? These are just these different messages or codings that we see. And a lot of us tend to ignore these different messages or even ignore our intuition at times. But right now is the time you need to really be tapping into that intuition, because that's your spirit and your soul, family. That is from which your spirit and your soul is always going to know before you physically know, right? So whenever you feel that something isn't right, it's probably not right. But I know it's hard to really judge this reality based off of that. But you must use your intuition to guide you in this reality. You feel me? It's all about remember who you are and trusting yourself. So the life path numbers are the numbers that you see in accordance with your alignment in this realm. There are many life path numbers, and in order to calculate your life path number, you must understand supreme mathematics. So basically, supreme mathematics is pretty basic, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, like you're just summing up all the numbers until they break down to one complete number. All right. So let's say you have 364. All right. You would do 3 plus 6 plus 4. All right. Which would be 3 plus 6 would be 9. 9 plus 4 would be 13. All right. Now 13 is a very it gets deep with the number 13 because of the dimensions, right? And what history was. So basically there was various big points in history, all right? And it goes by dimensions, y'all, because I already broke down time and how it's dimensions. So the 13th dimension was a very big point in our history, right? That's why the number 13 is so important to the elites and all these big people, right? 13 gets very, very deep, but I don't got time for 13 right now, all right? We're going to stay with the master numbers and the life path numbers, all right, y'all? Now, so I just broke down how to break down the mathematics, all right? Master numbers represent completion. These are usually a sequence of, what the fuck did I write right here? Sorry, y'all. Woo! I gotta work on my writing, boy. I gotta work on my writing. Check on my phone real quick. Hold on. What the fuck? Oh, all right. My bad, y'all. Hey, nigga high as fuck too. You feel me? I gotta, man. When I'm learning some of this shit, you feel me? Niggas gotta smoke, cause it get deep as fuck, bro. It get deep as fuck. We haven't even, bro. It's getting deep on here, but we haven't got deep, y'all. We touching the waters right now. All right, I got it. Like I told y'all, we gonna get deep in this bitch. All right, I just gotta warm y'all up with this basic shit. So, master numbers represent completion. These are usually a sequence of specific numbers and also include 9 or 7. When seeing, and 13 as well. When seeing master numbers, this is an indication you are on the true path or you are a part of the grand design. All right. So these master numbers, let's talk about these master numbers, y'all. Now these are reoccurring numbers. All right. When you have a number that's reoccurring, that means that is a special pattern. That's a special coding, right? On this grand scheme of things, I like to call the grand design. Now, if you are a master number, then you best believe that you are a part of the grand design. Now, master numbers would be 11, 22, 13, 7, 9. You feel me? Those are master numbers. If you see those numbers a lot, or if anything has to do with those numbers and those numbers correspond, all right, you need to stop ignoring. You have a very, very deep mission. You are a part of the grand design and the grand scheme of things, right? And a part of this whole ascension process. So it's time to tap into that true path, as I was saying. And with everyone, right? Everyone will see master numbers when they start aligning to their true paths. So it's all about realigning, family. It's all about realigning and ascending, right? With the planet. You feel me? Everything is shifting right now. So it's about realigning with that shift and realigning with your spirit and your soul. So, all right, I'm going to talk about the 33rd parallel right now. I'm not going to get too much into it because many people have broke down the 33rd parallel. All right, Rashad Jamal breaks down the 33rd parallel very good. So you guys could check out his YouTube. But the 33rd parallel is an energetic line on the planet that has been used to harness energy. All major cities and monumental structures were built upon this energetic line. All right. So this is honestly very important to understand, y'all. You must understand that the land, there's so much land. There's so much land, y'all. But we have been boxed, right? We have been placed in this box. And you need identification to go anywhere, first of all. Second of all, you need all types of licensing, or even, you can't even go into some parts of the land, right? Why is that, y'all? Why is it that all these major cities, right, that sit on this 33rd parallel are so squished in, right? Everything's next to each other. It doesn't have to be like that. There's boundless land. For the amount of beings that are on this planet right now, boundless land, y'all. Do not let these people fool you, family. Do not let these people fool you. So what they have been doing is they have been using this 33rd parallel, which is simply this energetic line on this planet. And literally all the major cities you can think of are on this 33rd parallel, y'all. Now, the reason that they're doing this and how they're doing it, right, is because what is energy, family? Vibration, right? So when you have all this energy in one specific point, that is a very, very big portion of energy that's just sitting, right? Now, these people, first of all, let's talk about holidays real quick. All right, so I'm about to, hang on, bro. I gotta check on my shit, 13. All right, y'all, let's talk about holidays real quick. So first of all the holidays are used to worship gods. All right? Every single holiday is used to worship gods. That's first and foremost. So if you are still celebrating holidays, you're really just giving your energy to these different gods. You're giving your energy to these rituals. These are rituals, y'all. Now, imagine on these holidays, we have all these people on this 33rd parallel celebrating these holidays, right? Giving their money and their time and energy to these holidays. You are now giving your energy to these fallen gods and entities and energies that want to control you. So it's very important that you understand everything that's going on. It's very important for you to understand that 99% of famous people are killed on the 33rd parallel. That is because they want to use your energy motions, your emotions, right? They harness all this energy to stay in power, family, to stay in power. So, this is why it's very important to learn about energy and this sacred geometry and these specific points on this grid, on this realm, on this planet, right? Understand that all major cities, all major monuments are built on the 33rd parallel. And it's time to stop giving your energy away. It's time to stop giving your energy away. Ashe? So, I'm going to talk about some sacred geometry. I'm going to talk about some sacred geometric shapes. All right? Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Hey, niggas ain't perfect, all right? Niggas ain't perfect. I'm just here to give a little message, you feel me? I don't want you to believe. I want you to just be aware and do your own research. Gain your own insight. So, all sacred geometric shapes involve an efficient flow of energy. All right? A vortex creates vacuums in which draw energy to the center of its formation. Now, when I break down these shapes, you must meditate on this. You must really think about everything in your world and realm right now. Think about all the shapes, all the different patterns. There are no accidents, family. I already broke this down. Everything happens within reason, right? So, a vortex is basically a pyramid, all right? It's a structure in which forms like this, okay, family? And vortexes create vacuums, which draw the energy to the center of the formation. So a vortex shape is a very powerful geometric shape. And they use many vortexes. What do you think? Why do you guys think we were building teepees and pyramids? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. It's time to relearn this shit. The vortex structure creates a vacuum in which harnesses energy. All right. Now, when you start adding things like sunlight, right, reflecting off glass, right, and these different pyramids and these different structures, now we're thinking electromagnetism. Now we're thinking physics, right? But these are all just concepts to steer you away from the fact that y'all gotta understand, bro. Y'all gotta understand. This is the shit that we needed. All the shit that they're trying to teach us, fuck all that shit. You have to go within. You have to start remembering. You have to start unlocking your genetics, right? That bloodline within you, family. 9 ether beings, gods and goddesses of the planet who have been oppressed for hundreds and hundreds of years, right? It's time to stand up. It's time to remember again. There's a lot of shit going on, and it's time for you to remember that you are a supreme being and that your birthright is abundance. And it's not, they not finna let you live. They not finna let you be. So when I'm breaking this stuff down, just remember the importance that I am you and you are me. We are all reflections. So all these things that I'm gathering, all these downloads, all this information that I'm gathering, y'all, and we should all be tapping in. We should all be meditating. What I already broke down meditation. All you're doing is sitting and mentally concentrating and focusing on an intent. This is where freedom starts. When you take control of your mind, when you recognize that you have the power to manipulate and create, only then are you going to be free from these spells. When you stop moving in fear, only then will you be free of these spells. So, as I explained before, a vortex creates a vacuum in which draws energy to the center of the formation. A sphere represents natural continuous flow of energy. Spheres or circles also represent the cycle or infinite loop of energy. All right? So circles represent that cycle, that infinite change and metamorphosis of energy. Prisms constrict the flow of energy. They inhibit the natural flow of energy, and this shape naturally collects and stores the energy. So this is why your cell phone, your house, everything around you is damn near in a prism shape. This is why prisons are in a prism shape, family. Because everything was meant to box. Everything was meant to constrict that feminine energy within you, that imagination within you. Half of you motherfuckers don't even have imagination anymore. And you don't even realize that you are sitting in a box that is literally constricting that energy to flow. This is why it's important for us to be outside right now. The most I'm gonna be in this bitch. Look, man, summer coming up. So niggas finna be outside, alright? This winter bullshit is almost up. It's damn near up in my city where I'm at, you feel me? But I'm just saying, niggas finna be outside for real, for real. Alright, so prisms, this is why everything around us is a prism. It's literally to box our minds, alright? To box our fucking minds, y'all. So, I just want y'all to just, let's blossom again, y'all. Let's break away from all this. I'm trying to break down what the fuck they're doing, y'all. They're not only poisoning the air, the food, they're not only making you slave until you die for a cycle of energy that belongs to them. They're not only killing us off slowly, right? But they're also placing us in these prisons or prisms that constrict our minds from even growing past this shit. So it's time to say fuck this shit, and it's time to really start organizing in this bitch. Alright, summer, we need to have this bitch turned up, my nigga. That's on me, bro. That's on me. We gonna have this bitch turned. We ain't living like this no more, y'all. We ain't living like this no more. We got the knowledge, we got the fighters, we got the healers, we already shifting. And I know y'all see it. I know y'all see it. It's time, bro. It's time. Let me get back on track. We just explained prisms, y'all. Alright? So spirals represent higher or lower transcending energy. Alright, spirals represent higher or lower transcending energy. Spirals naturally flow energy and involve directional influence. Okay, so spirals are very important because you control that directional influence of that spiral, right? But it's just the infinite looping energy. All right. And again, all these shapes can be used to create and transmute energy and harness energy, y'all. So let's keep that in mind here. Lines represent the perpetual motion of energy. So all lines simply represent that constant flow of energy, right? Straight. All right, I just broke down some of the sacred geometric shapes. Now, the reason I break down these shapes, y'all, is because we can use these shapes in not only in our imaginations, but we can use these shapes to create things that harness energy on this realm. People are already doing it, y'all. We're already doing it. You can use many things to harness energy in this realm. You don't need to be paying for energy. That's what I'm trying to get with here. We could be creating a whole system in which energy is efficient and free. All right. So I just explained the geometric shapes. All right, family. So this is gonna be my last little point. I didn't want to make this shit too long. All right, sacred geometry is not really something I'm very focused on. I'm really focused on the liberation of us right now. We need to start organizing and building these armies, right, and these structures and foundations. So I'm gonna be touching on those topics very shortly, but I need to break down a couple more things before I move on. So this is my last point. Realignment is as simple as following your intuition in mind, body, and spirit. Once you begin to remember who you are, you will see the patterns of your life before your eyes. So I always get a lot of questions on people asking me, oh, how can I realign? How can I be on my path? How can I have my ancestors speak to me? Realignment, family, is as simple as following your intuition within your mind, your body, and your spirit and souls. All right. Each one of these different bodies has its own intuition, family. And that's why we've been taught to ignore these different things about us, right? These things have been seen as an illusion to us. But it's time to wake up to the truths, right? That you have these genuine energies within you that are there to guide you on this path. So, in order to realign, simply listen to the messages, the numbers around you, right? And simply follow your intuition within here, family. Ashe. So, with that being said, that's my sacred geometry lecture. Uh, just I hope y'all gain something from this. You feel me? And we gonna be united and organizing very soon, family. A lot of shit is gonna change very, very soon. All right. So, leaders is the leaders is coming out. The warriors is coming out. The healers is coming out, y'all. So, I appreciate y'all, man, and I'll leave as I come.